So now we are going to study under this topic as a Planck quantum theory. So this Planck is a scientist. Planck quantum theory. This Planck quantum theory has given the concept which is to be called as a quantumization of energy. What this quantumization of energy concept is there? In this quantumization of energy concept, there are two important points. The first point is when the wave is propagating, it will carry the energy. Wave is propagating means what? There is a transfer of energy from one point to another point. So when wave is propagating, at that time, energy will be associated with that wave in the form of packet. So energy is in the form of packet. And that each packet of that energy is to be called as a quantum. Wave is propagating through a medium. At that time, energy is associated with that wave, and that energy is propagating through a medium in the form of packets. And that each packet of that energy is to be called as a quantum. Second point is, this energy of quanta is directly proportional to frequency of that wave along with that energy is propagated. So for frequency, I have used another symbol which is called as a mu. So energy associated with quanta is directly proportional to mu. Mu is the frequency of that incident radiation. क्लियर? इसका मतलब क्या है? डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल साइन का मतलब है the energy associated with packet will become higher if incident frequency of radiation is higher. Means for higher incident radiation of frequency, the energy associated with that packet is also higher. And this relation E is directly proportional to mu. This relation can be written as E is equal to h mu, where this h is called as a Planck constant. Mu is the frequency and E is the energy associated with it. Here, same formula I can write down in the format of, if you are remembering, in 11th standard you have seen the sound waves. And in case of sound waves, you have seen this formula, that is velocity of sound wave is equal to n lambda. Got it? Now here, which wave we are saying? We are saying as an incident radiation wave. So this incident radiation wave is in the form of electromagnetic waves having velocity c. So same formula I can write down in different notation. C is the velocity of that wave is equal to mu into lambda, where mu is the frequency, lambda is the velocity. So I can write down this mu is equal to c upon lambda. And now my energy equation will become energy is equal to h c upon lambda. So what I can say that, either I can say that the energy associated with that packet is directly proportional to the incident radiation frequency, or I can say that energy associated with that wave packet quanta is inversely proportional to the incident wavelength of the radiation. And for your MCQ, you have to remember all these formulas. All three formulas are important for your MCQ as well as for your very short answer. And such theory is called as a Planck quantum theory, or it is to be called as the aspect given by quantization of energy. तो आपका क्वेश्चन दो टाइप में हो सकता है. The question of 2 marks will be explain Planck quantum theory or explain the aspect of quantization of energy given by the scientist Planck. But the answer for both the question will remain same. Under that answer, you have to write these 2 points. From second point, you can express the energy equations. One is in the form of mu. Mu is the frequency of incident radiation, and another equation is in the form of wavelength. That is, lambda is nothing but the wavelength of incident radiation. Clear? So this is the very basic first part of this chapter. That is nothing but the dual nature of the matter. Clear? Now, when I am going to say that such energy, which is in the form of packet, is incident on any metal, then what happens? So that we are going to study under the point which is to be called as your photoelectric effect. So the second point of this chapter is nothing but your photoelectric effect. Now, what is the thing here? Here I can consider any metallic block. This is the metallic block. Means कोई भी एक metal का piece लिया. Over that metallic piece, a energy radiation is incident. This energy radiation is in the form of packets. That is quanta. And each quanta has the energy E is equal to H2. So when this incident radiation is incident with energy H on this metallic block, so this energy H is given to the all atoms which are present in this metallic block. First, that energy is received by which atom? The atom which are present at the first layer, or I can say that the topmost layer of the metallic block. So these atoms will receive the energy. Atom will receive the energy means what? Energy is received by the each atom, but which particle? Outermost electron. Because you are knowing that in every atom at the center there is a nucleus, and around the nucleus the electrons are revolving. So whenever I am saying that energy is incident on the atom, means that energy will be received by this H energy will be received by the outermost electron which are present in the outermost orbit. जो कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन outermost orbit में present है, वहाँ पे वो energy incident होती है. So what happens? That energy is absorbed by the outermost electron. Now, when energy is absorbed by the outermost electron, so this energy, which is nothing but H nu, is incident on atom, means it is absorbed by the electron. So due to that energy absorption, the two possibilities can take place. In that, the first possibility is due to absorption of H nu energy, the electron, now here in this diagram, the electrons which are revolving in the third orbit, that electron are escaped from the orbit.
No.
So either electron will get escaped from the orbit. This escape from the orbit, when it is possible, when H nu energy magnitude is greater than energy of electron. हर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन की एनर्जी लेती है, अपनी खुद की एनर्जी लेती है. अगर उसकी खुद की एनर्जी से आपका जो H nu एनर्जी है, if the H nu energy is greater than electron energy, then due to absorption of that H nu energy, electron will get. Or second thing, if your H nu energy is less than electron energy, then your electron will jump into higher orbit. Higher orbit में जाएगा इलेक्ट्रॉन. Higher orbit में जाएगा मीन्स अगर यहाँ पे थर्ड ऑर्बिट में है तो दैट इलेक्ट्रॉन विल जंप इनटू द फोर्थ ऑर्बिट. यहाँ पे फोर्थ ऑर्बिट में चला जाएगा, लेकिन चला जाएगा मीन्स वहीं पे नहीं रहेगा वो. The electron when jump from third orbit to fourth orbit, at that time that electron will remain there for 10 raised to minus 8 seconds. देखो कितना छोटा टाइम है. Electron will remain there for time interval 10 raised to minus 8 seconds. And this time interval is to be called as the relaxation time of electron. This time interval is to be called as a relaxation time of electron. For time interval 10 raised to minus 8 seconds, electron will remain in the higher orbit for relaxation. And once this time will get finished, at that time, electron will come back to its original state, original orbit पे वापस आएगा. लेकिन when it will come back to original orbit, at that time this electron will emit the energy h nu जितनी उसने absorb की थी वो सारी energy वो बाहर दे देगा. So that electron will jump from higher orbit to inner orbit. At that time that electron will emit the energy h nu which is absorbed by it in the form of spectrum. And then there will be the new concept comes, that is the spectrum of electron. That is how the spectrum of electron will get generated. So when the spectrum of electron will get generated, when electron will jump from higher orbit to lower orbit, and during that jumping, electron will emit the energy, whatever it has been absorbed, in the form of spectrum, and that generates the theory of spectrum of electron. So here are the two possibilities. Clear? So now see here again I am going to repeat. What is the thing? I have considered a metallic block. उस metallic block में number of atoms are present. Over that metallic block, when incident radiation in the form of packet is incident having energy h nu. हर एक पैकेट के पास एनर्जी h nu रहता है. अगर वहां पे 10 पैकेट आ गए तो व्हाट आई कैन से दैट एनर्जी इज 10 h nu. उतनी एनर्जी यहाँ पे इंसिडेंट. Once that energy will get incident, there are two possibilities takes place. One possibility is if your h nu energy is greater than the electron energy, electron will get escape. यहाँ पे electron escape होगा, electron metal से बाहर जाएगा. और अगर आपकी h nu energy is less than electron energy है, तो आपका इलेक्ट्रॉन उसके खुद के ऑर्बिट से हायर ऑर्बिट में जंप हो जाएगा. And in that higher orbit, it will remain there for time interval 10 raised to minus 8 seconds. So that 10 raised to minus 8 seconds is to be called as a relaxation time of electron. After that relaxation time, electron will again come back to its original state. And when it is coming back to its original state, during that jumping, higher orbit to lower orbit, during this jumping, it will emit the energy. And that emitted energy is in the form of spectrum. So वो हो गई आपकी different branch of physics, that is spectroscopy. Right? Now, where you want to concentrate? I want to concentrate in this possibility. That is, when h nu energy is greater than electron energy, much energy is incident on metallic block? So electron will absorb that energy and electron will get emitted from the metallic block. इलेक्ट्रॉन मेटालिक ब्लॉक से बाहर आएगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन विल गेट एस्केप, वो अपने मेटल को छोड़ देगा, मेटल से बाहर आएगा. So that electrons are to be called as a photoelectron. Now photoelectron, photo means what? Light. इलेक्ट्रॉन क्यों बाहर आया है? Because that electron has absorbed light energy which is incident on it. कितनी एनर्जी इंसिडेंट हुई थी? hν. Due to that hν energy, electrons get escape from the metallic block. तो उसको बोलते हैं photoelectron. And the effect in which when suitable incident radiation frequency, when suitable frequency of radiation is incident on a metallic block, due to absorption of that energy, the electrons are emitted from the block. That effect is to be called as your photoelectric effect. So for this photoelectric effect, hν I, now I am going to say hν I, nu I is the incident energy. When hν I energy is incident on a metallic block, due to that it will emit the electron. That phenomenon is to be called as a photoelectric effect. But while defining that, I am putting certain condition on this incident radiation frequency. What I am saying that when particular incident radiation frequency is incident on a metallic block, then and then only the electrons are emitted. Means there is some restriction on this incident frequency. Now what are that restrictions that we are going to see in the experiment? Fine. So from this word photoelectric effect, क्या हो रहा है? Photo means light energy. कितनी energy? hν I energy. When incident on a metallic block, क्या हो रहा है? Electrons are emitted. Emitted electrons are always in the moving state. वो हमेशा मूव होंगे. इलेक्ट्रॉन जब मूव होंगे तो क्या क्रिएट होगा? करंट. Means what? Your light energy will get converted into electric. Clear? So that effect is to be called as your photoelectric effect. So your photoelectric effect is nothing but the conservation of light energy into electric energy when suitable incident frequency is incident on metallic block. It will emit the electron, and that effect is to be called as your photoelectric effect. Clear? Now, यहाँ पे देखो मैंने एक MCQ बता दिया आपको. Photoelectric effect is related with law of conservation of energy, in which light energy will get converted into heat. Fine. Second thing. Now, second type of MCQ. Whatever this metallic block I am considering here, if this metallic block is alkali metallic block, at that time, whatever these frequencies are required, whatever incident radiation frequencies are there, that incident radiation frequencies are from the light, which is nothing but the ultraviolet light. यहाँ पे आपको ultraviolet light चाहिए. Sorry. For here we require a visible light. In electromagnetic spectrum आपने देखा है visible light का wavelength रहता है हमेशा 4000 angstrom unit to 8000 angstrom unit. तो अगर विजिबल लाइट वेवलेंथ इतने वेवलेंथ के रेंज में अगर अल्कली मेटल पे इंसिडेंट होगा, then that alkali metal will emit the electron which will exhibit the photoelectric effect. Right? But अगर आपका मेटल जिंक होगा या कैडमियम होगा rather than alkali metal, at that time these ultraviolet light. Ultraviolet light means what? इसकी frequency low होती है. It has a low frequency. Low frequency means high wavelength, because frequency and wavelength they are inversely proportional. So for very high wavelength, that is the ultraviolet wavelength. For which metal it is required? It is required for zinc and tin. तो ये हो गया आपका next source. That is for alkali metal to exhibit photoelectric effect. Which type of light is required? That is visible. But rather than alkali metal, zinc and cadmium requires ultraviolet light to exhibit the photoelectric. Clear? So ये हो गया आपका आंसर. Now, तो सिंपल आपको क्या समझ में आया होगा माइट भी यहाँ पे, that is on a metallic block whenever a energy with suitable incident frequency is incident, then the electrons get emitted. That effect is to be called as your photoelectric effect. Now to study this photoelectric effect, we are going to see one experimental setup arrangement. यहाँ पे हम लोग एक experimental diagram देखेंगे, and from that diagram we can clear out your photoelectric effect concept in more clear language. Now, मैंने पहले ड्रॉ किया था मेटल ब्लॉक, उस पर मैंने एनर्जी इंसिडेंट किया. Is it right? Now, यहाँ भी मैं मेटल ही ड्रॉ करने वाली हूँ. सिर्फ I am going to take a metal in the form of plate. एक प्लेट लिया मैंने, ये प्लेट. I say this plate as a plate. ये मैंने यहाँ पे a plate लिया है, and on that a plate I am going to coat this a plate. इस a plate को मैंने कोट किया. कौन से? तो भी मेटल से. सपोज मैंने जिंक मेटल लिया. जिंक मेटल कोटिंग आई हैव गिवन फॉर दिस प्लेट. तो मेरा ये कौन सा हो गया? जिंक प्लेट. क्लियर? इसके सामने मैंने और एक मेटालिक प्लेट रखा, दूसरा, और उन दोनों मेटालिक प्लेट को मैंने, दो मेटालिक प्लेट लिए ए एंड बी, एंड दोनों मेटालिक प्लेट को मैंने एक ग्लास ट्यूब में एनक्लोज किया, इवैक्यूएट किया. लेकिन दिस ग्लास ट्यूब, टू दिस ग्लास ट्यूब आई हैव प्रोवाइडेड विथ ए क्वार्ट्ज विंडो. यहाँ पे एक विंडो से प्रोवाइड किया. I will say that window as a quartz window. Why? Because through this window, I want that your incident light should get incident on this metallic surface. इस metallic surface पे आपको incident light चाहिए. So I say that through this quartz window, the light, incident light h nu I is going to be incident. Now अभी यहाँ पे मैंने जिंक मेटल लिया है, इसका मतलब यहाँ जो मेरी लाइट एनर्जी है, that light energy I am getting from ultraviolet light. ये मेरा लाइट कौन सा होगा? अल्ट्रावायलेट. अगर मैंने यहाँ पे अल्कली मेटल लिया तो मेरा लाइट होगा विजिबल. क्लियर? सो यहाँ पे मैंने जिंक प्लेट लिया है, इसके ऊपर अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट, two quartz windows are incident. So if that h nu I energy is sufficient to emit the electron, तो यहाँ पे मेरा क्या होगा? मेरे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ से emit होंगे. इस मेटालिक प्लेट से मेरे इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर आएंगे, and then these electrons will come out from the metallic surface. और अगर मैंने ये सामने वाली जो मेटालिक प्लेट है उसको पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल रखा, तो what happens? All these electrons will start moving towards the positive plate due to force of attraction. तो मेरे सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन ए प्लेट से बी प्लेट की तरफ जाएंगे. मेरे सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन ए प्लेट से बी प्लेट की तरफ जाएंगे means there will be a flow of current due to a photoelectron So that current I am going to call it as IP. Excuse me. P for photoelectron. तो आपके सारे फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन ए प्लेट से बी प्लेट की तरफ जा रहे हैं. So motion of electron is from A to B. Therefore, current flow is from B to A. So there will be a flow of photo current from B to. तो मैंने यहाँ पर आपको एक और न्यू टर्म दे दी, फोटो करंट. फोटो करंट मीन्स current associated with motion of photoelectron is called as a photo current. क्लियर. अभी यहाँ पे मुझे पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल, मैंने ऐसे ही बोला बी प्लेट को पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल दिया, मैंने बी प्लेट को पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल दिया, लेकिन वहां पे कुछ तो भी सर्किट डायग्राम चाहिए मेरा. इज इट राइट? सो फॉर दैट सर्किट डायग्राम यहाँ पे मैंने एक 6 वे कीज लगाया जिसमें 6 कीज है. इट इज कॉल्ड एज ए 6 वे कीज आई हैव यूज्ड हियर. राइट? उस 6 वे की को एक बॉक्स में एनक्लोज किया. ना हियर यहां से क्या हो रहा है, देखो आपका ए प्लेट है, आपका बी प्लेट है. इज इट राइट? अभी इस ए प्लेट से मैंने यहां कनेक्शन लगा दिया, इसको यहां ज्वाइन किया, एंड ये जो मेरा बी प्लेट है, ये बी प्लेट मेरा यहां पे आ रहा है, यहां से जंप होके इस प्लेट को, इस 1 नंबर की को कनेक्ट हो गया. ये 4 नंबर की सपोज मेरी हो, ये 1 2 3 4 5, और इस 4 को मैंने कनेक्ट किया यहाँ पे 6 को, एंड 1 को कनेक्ट किया 6 से और 4 को कनेक्ट किया 3 से. और मुझे अभी और आगे सर्किट चाहिए, और आगे सर्किट क्या चाहिए मुझे, दैट इज ये फ्रॉम सेंट्रल, ये जो सेंट्रल टर्मिनल है, यहाँ से मुझे बैटरी कनेक्शंस चाहिए आपके. तो व्हाट आई से दैट, यहाँ पे मैंने एक वोल्ट मीटर लगाया. वोल्ट मीटर के नीचे अगर मुझे पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल चेंज करना है तो व्हाट आई यूज, ए पोटेंशियल डिवाइडर अरेंजमेंट यूज करेंगे, दैट इज रियोस्टैट. क्लियर? एंड उस रियोस्टैट के पैरेलल में हम लोग बैटरी कनेक्शन लगाएंगे. तो मैंने रियोस्टैट के पैरेलल में वहां पे बैटरी कनेक्शन लगाया. तो ये मेरा हो गया बैटरी कनेक्शन, ये हो गया मेरा रियोस्टैट, ये हो गया मेरा वोल्टमीटर. तो सी हियर हमने सारे कांसेप्ट फॉलो किए. वोल्टमीटर इज ऑलवेज कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल विद द सर्किट. वोल्टमीटर को पैरेलल में. क्लियर? अगर मुझे करंट मेजर करना है तो मैं इस एमीटर को यहाँ पे सीरीज में लगाऊंगा, नो प्रॉब्लम. ये मेरा पोटेंशियल डिवाइडर, पोटेंशियल RH मींस पोटेंशियल डिवाइडर अरेंजमेंट. इस पोटेंशियल डिवाइडर अरेंजमेंट का ये वेरिएबल नॉब अगर मैंने चेंज किया तो मेरा बैटरी पोटेंशियल चेंज होगा. अभी देखो कहां से कहां जा रहा है, ये देखो पॉजिटिव बैटरी पोटेंशियल यहाँ पे आता है. दिस पॉजिटिव बैटरी पोटेंशियल इज नोटेड ऑन द वोल्टमीटर. वोल्टमीटर पे नोट डाउन होगा. फिर ये यहाँ से 6 नंबर की को जाएगा, और अगर ये सेंटर वाला की मैंने 6 को कनेक्ट किया तो 6 की से यहाँ से ये पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल जाएगा बी प्लेट. तो मेरा बी प्लेट मेंटेन हो गया पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल. अभी ए प्लेट देखो, जिस ए प्लेट यहाँ से आ गया 4 पे आ गया, 4 to 3 कनेक्शन है, 3 से यहाँ कनेक्शन हो गया कर. तो व्हाट आई से दैट इट इज कनेक्टेड टू दैट ऑफ योर, यहाँ से कनेक्शन होगा एंड दैट विल बी कनेक्टेड टू द नेगेटिव. तो आपका A plate will be connected to the negative of battery and your B plate is to be connected to that of your positive of battery. Got it? तो ये हो गया आपका एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप अरेंजमेंट. फाइन. मैंने एमीटर यहाँ दिखाया, यहाँ दिखाया, डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस. आपका फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक करंट मैग्नीट्यूड में बहुत छोटा रहता है, इसलिए यहाँ पे माइक्रो एमीटर कनेक्ट. माइक्रो मीन्स 10⁻⁻6 एम्पियर तक वो करंट नोट डाउन करता है. So this is to be called as your experimental setup arrangement. Got it? And the remaining concept we can see in the next lecture from this lecture. तो इस डायग्राम में आपको कौन सी बातें समझनी है? क्वार्ट विंडो से आपका अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट आ रहा है, it will be incident on metallic plate, so that metallic plate emit the electron that electron will get accelerated towards the B plate because B is maintained at positive potential. So electron acceleration takes place from A to B. Therefore, there will be a flow of current from B to A. Clear? And thus photoelectric current starts flowing in the circuit. और इस बी प्लेट को पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल पे मेंटेन करने के लिए हमने ये इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट देखा. इज इट राइट? अभी एक लास्ट पॉइंट. ए प्लेट जो इलेक्ट्रॉन इमिट कर रहा है उसको हम लोग बोल सकते हैं इमिटर, बिकॉज इट इमिट्स द इलेक्ट्रॉन. और ये जो बी प्लेट जो पॉजिटिव पोटेंशियल पे मेंटेन है उसके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन आ रहे हैं, वो बी प्लेट इलेक्ट्रॉन को कलेक्ट कर रहा है, इसलिए इस बी प्लेट को हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कलेक्टर. तो इजीली याद है. इमिटर वर्ड मीन्स इमिटिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन, कलेक्टर मीन्स कलेक्टिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन कलेक्ट करना है तो कलेक्टर मस्ट बी एट पॉजिटिव, और इमिटर को अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन इमिट करना है तो उसके ऊपर the light should get incident. So this is called as the experimental setup of photoelectric cable. अभी इस एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप से हम लोग नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में बहुत सारे कंक्लूजन्स देखने वाले हैं. Got it? तो यहाँ पे आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप द लेक्चर और आपके कुछ डाउट्स होंगे.